Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Bob. Last November, we had a very special opportunity when Kristen Chenoweth came to sing at St. Luke's, and I was blessed to get to meet her. Now, as expected, her voice was amazing. I mean, it almost seemed otherworldly. It was that good. But as incredible as her voice is, and it is, her soul, her spirit is even more so. I can tell you that she has this genuine kindness, friendliness, energy about her. And I saw just continual graciousness. She is the epitome of graciousness. And she always is considerate of other people's needs and desires. And she just really was such a wonderful person. The kind of person that you were uplifted just to be around her and see how kind and gracious she was. Well, recently I ordered and just received her new children's book, What Will I Do with My Love Today? And I love it. And I highly recommend that you get it. Even if you don't have children, it'll put a smile on your face. Now, I love it especially because in the book, Kristen highlights the fact that she is adopted. And of course, adoption has a special place in my heart because it was through adoption that I came to be a mother. Now, I tend to have to remind myself that Hannah is adopted because I never think of her as my adopted daughter, but just my daughter. But I am so incredibly grateful to her birth mother for putting her up for adoption so that I could be her mom. Well, in the book, Kristen kind of compares her adoption by her parents who love her unconditionally with the adoption of a new puppy that she names Thunder Pup, and how she's able to love this puppy unconditionally. It is a wonderful story, and it's a great way to show especially adopted children of just how much they are loved through and through. Well, the reason I recommend it to all people is because all of us are adopted by God. Now, this book really highlights what it looks like to live a life as a child of God. But it's important for us to remember of how much we're loved as the children of God. God chooses each one of us to be his daughter or his son and loves us unconditionally. Now, when you read this book, you might think it odd to make a comparison between the love that someone has for their child and the love that someone has for their puppy. I think Kristen Chenoweth would absolutely disagree with you because she loves her puppy, Thunder Pup, unconditionally, without a doubt. But I think there's plenty of love to go around. It seems a little silly to kind of disagree about that. I also think that whatever kind of love you have, or whatever kind of love you want to use for as an example, it pales in comparison to the kind of love that God has for each one of us as a child of God. And so be sure to get this book. I want to read just a section. I don't want to give any spoilers away. I don't know if there are spoilers in children's books, but I just want to read this one section so you can see how much you'd be blessed to have this book for yourself or to get it for a loved one. And so this occurs after she has adopted Thunder Pup and there's a storm which scares the puppy. And so she says, I crawled in beside her and gave her a hug. I got you, I said. Don't be scared, Thunder Pup. When I was a baby, no bigger than you, my mommy and daddy adopted me too. You see, Thunder, families don't all look the same or talk like each other, or have the same name. Sometimes extra love in your heart and your home is waiting for somebody who's all alone. No matter how life has brought us together, adoption means family, and families forever. We had lots of love in our family before. With you, Thunder Pup, we can love even more. One example of how this really shows the love of God is that the love that we have of God, from God, for others, for God, this kind of love is the kind of love that always multiplies. It never runs out, it never divides. And so when one is added to your family, the love just increases. When we are brought into the family of God, the love increases. And so we can love even more because that's how God is. God loves even more. I hope you'll get this wonderful book, and I hope you have a great day. Think today, what will I do with my love today? Have a great one.